Hello, Starseeds. Jennifer Angela, Trans Teravan. It is Friday, July 7th, 2023, 12:26 p.m. This is going to be an all signs readings. We are going to be looking into the energies surrounding us and any message Spirit, God, and Source need us to know. It is a hot one today. We are at 90 degrees in Connecticut. We have thunderstorms coming, which basically just makes it more humid and unbearable. Okay, let's see what energies the collective is dealing with at this time. We just had the full moon. I believe it was July 3rd, which speaks of secrets revealed, everything in the darkness illuminated by the light. So now it's dealing with the new knowledge we have all learned and what we will now do moving forward. Okay, let's see what I am forgetting my oil. So hopefully you guys are staying cool today, because we are dealing with some heat and humidity here. Which is why I'm sorry if you hear the fan in the background. Need to keep ourselves cool and hydrated. Okay. Let's jump in and see what messages we have for the collective. In the center of the reading, 3 of Wands, patience, waiting for your ships to come in. Could be waiting for some kind of message or information. Surrounding energies, collective. 8 of Swords speaks of overthinking, feeling stuck, mentally overwhelmed. 7 of Wands, feeling of being blocked, guarded. The Hermit, Virgo energy, inner perspective, self-reflection, shedding of old skins, moving towards your wishes. 6 of Swords, leaving conflict, moving forward with a truth to calmer waters. 2 of Pentacles, balancing, juggling ideas, possibly needing to make a decision. Two of Swords, needing to take off a blindfold and see a truth. Okay, so like I said, we had that new knowledge, secrets revealed with the new moon, and now it's juggling the idea of what information we have been given. King of Pentacles, needing to take action on some kind of knowledge coming in. And the Emperor, positions of authority. Decision-making for the collective. Overall energy, the Page of Cups, with the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So we have both the Mother and the Father archetypes. This is fertility, comfortability, a rebirth, bringing something into the physical. The Emperor, that's the decision-making, taking action. But there's some overthinking, a sense of feeling blocked, needed to take action, inner perspective, making decisions, seeing a truth and a knowledge. Could be new emotional connections with the Mother and the Father, the God and the Goddess. Okay. Let's put some meat on the bones of this skeleton and see what's going on. Alright, so let's start off with the overall energy, that Page of Cups. It's a new emotional outlook, transformation, could be new connection, relationship. Page of Cups, the overall energies. What message does the Page of Cups bring? We have Justice, Balance, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Four of Wands. So this speaks of the opening of portals. It's intuition, truth, and knowledge. And there we have the moon cycles and seeing a truth. Stepping into stability, foundation, being our authentic selves, new emotional connections, intuition. Okay. And then the karmic balance, justice, the heart and the feather, emotion and truth. It's our karmic income tax check. Time to pay the piper. Okay. Now in the center of the reading we have that Three of Wands, which speaks of patience. It's possibly a decision already being made and now it's waiting for something to come in or to see the results of what you have put out with a decision made based on a truth. Okay. Clarify the Three of Wands. Center of the reading. What does the collective need to know? That Seven of Wands. That feeling of being blocked, guarded. Judgment, Three of Cups, Nine of Cups. So this is speaking of emotional connections. Friends, family, co-workers. Being happy in the moment with now, with yourself, and a judgment call. So it's looking like we may be taking actions on our emotions and who we surround ourselves. That Ace of Cups, I've always said you cannot give from an empty cup. We give from our overflow. So it's making sure the people around us are also contributing to our cup, to our emotions, our happiness, higher vibrations. It's not someone who just keeps taking and then you're left with the empty cup. It's equal give and take. That balance with the justice. And it's going forward with truth, knowledge, stability, Judgment Day. But there are blockages with that Seven of Wands, which is looking like it may be connections, vibrational people around you. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Six of Pentacles, balance, equal give and take with your energy, finances. Then we have the Queen of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Swords. Being open and receptive to closing off cycles, new knowledge, new journeys, new ventures. It's not knowing what's coming ahead. It's taking that leap of faith, putting it all in God's Spirit Source's hands, having no fear. Could also be dealing with a Pisces Cancer. Also got some Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. So it's open and receptive to ending of cycles, beginning of new. That new moon, secrets revealed. Or full moon. Okay. Now surrounding us, we have that Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, which is juggling an idea, needing to see a truth, take off the blindfold. Okay. Let's first see about this Two of Pentacles in the surrounding. Seven of Cups, options, confusion. Two of Wands, Page of Cups, which is also, and the Magician. So this is manifestations, choosing a path. In the center of the reading, you had that Three of Wands, waiting on a result. So it's choosing a path to go after our happiness, our wishes, stability, manifestations. As above, so below. New emotional connections, but with this comes intuition, truth, and knowledge. So it's possibly juggling how you're going to respond to this information that has come out, collective. It's needing to align with these energies and make a decision. But there's something that you may not be seeing. Okay. So let's look into this Two of Swords, needing to see a truth. And we have that moon there again. It's secrets revealed, but possibly being blinded to a truth. Still Seven of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Six of Cups. Connections from the past, upbringing. Mother, father, wounded warrior. So this could be dealing with the mother-father archetype, like our childhood, our younger self, shadow self, ego. It's what we were taught growing up, our foundation, our belief system, what we believe we are capable of, our self-worth. So it's possibly unlearning what we were told and now going with our intuition, the gut, that inner perspective with the Hermit. Now we also had that Eight of Swords, which speaks of self-sabotage, feeling stuck, not seeing a way out. But it's you being your own worst enemy. It's like we hold ourselves back with fears, anxieties, and what we believe we are capable of or not. And there's that Hermit again, inner perspective. Needing to do the shadow work. There's that Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So this has to do with the physical, your finances, your time, your energy, self-worth, senses of abandonment. Trying to juggle these ideas and trying to clear away the negative influence, collective. Needed to be grounded. Because you could be overthinking this, so it's needing to take a step back. Balance yourself. Look at how you got here, how far you've come, the obstacles you've gone through. You may not be satisfied with the results, and there's disappointment, but you've come a long way. We all have. And now it's looking at where we are, how we got here, and where we want to go in the future, and how we need to align with that collective. So it's needing to do that shadow work, inner perspective, to get rid of whatever blockages are holding us back. Clarify the Hermit. Surrounding energies. And we got an extra. Five of Wands, competition, strife, battling, needing to learn our strengths and weaknesses. There's that Emperor again. The World, the Knight of Cups, and Justice again. So it's placements, balance, coming into our own power, moving forward with our emotions, connections, taking our place. So it's you being your own boss. It's taking control, collective, of your life and where you want to go. It's not leaving it up to possibly someone that we put into positions of power and tell us our worth and what we're capable of. It's going into those places that we don't like looking at about ourselves and confronting this. And taking control of our lives and our decisions, our future, where we want to go. We are the writers of our destiny. We were given free will, collective. Yes, there's those threads of fate, but we make decisions that change these outcomes. There's different, like, timelines, dimensions, and it's like It's choosing your path. Okay. Now we also had that Emperor show up. So it's needing to balance. It's you getting what you've put out. It's your income tax check. It's what is owed to you, whether it be good or bad. It's you taking your place now. Clarify the Emperor. Strength, Leo energy. Being able to tame the beast. Stay calm. 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, King of Wands. It's you putting a plan in motion, collective. It's mourning losses, depression. But now it's taking action on your passions, that fire. And it's not taking no for an answer. You are in control, collective. It's going by natural law instead of government law, which, don't take that the wrong way. I'm not saying chaos, go out and like start a purge, but it's going with your own moral foundation and laws, collective. If something doesn't seem right to you, then that's where our free will comes in. We decide this, how we are going to respond and we react. And it's having the strength to do this. Now, we also got this King of Pentacles needing to take action in the physical, in the now. Work life, home life, your finances, time and energy. It's a burden. It's oppression. Having too much on your shoulders and needing to pick and choose your battles. 5 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 9 of Swords. It's sleepless nights, anxiety, non-communication. And it's needing to move forward with our passions, with our desires, our wants. And you also had that King of Wands. So it's action being taken and you moving forward with truth and knowledge. The Death card, Scorpio. A change is gonna come. It's been a long time coming, collective. But it is now time for us to take hold of our destiny and our lives. And we got an extra. The Hangman, Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, and that King of Pentacles again. So it's moving into balance. The Wheel of Fortune, it spins in your favor. It's taking a chance on self. But it's needing to see things from different perspectives. How far you've come. Where you want to go. Manifesting that balance of passion, emotion, grounding. But it's you needing to, again, do that inner work, the shadow work, to balance yourself and come into your power. And it has to do with your emotions and intuition. It's self-worth. What we were taught, and it is now finding out the truth. Going for that knowledge. I'm thinking like a court case. It's like, I'm hearing Judge Judy. It's like, don't tell me what other people say. That's hearsay. It is not fact. If you do not hear it straight out of the horse's mouth, it does not exist. Okay. So we got this Empress, the mother. Recognition, celebration, going after your passions. There's that Wheel of Fortune again. And it's a catapult forward. So it's aligning ourselves with the new knowledge that has been presented to us. It's emotional connections and intuition. It's moving away from fears and anxieties. It's Judgment Day. It's time for you to step into your place, collective. Take action. It's no longer being a spectator at the show. It's being the star now. It's taking action and you creating your own future and destiny. It's enacting our free will and making the change that needs to be done. being the change you want to see. Instead of complaining about what's going on and blaming the others, it's going after our oppressors. It's taking our power back. We give them power. We have strength in numbers, so it's collecting that power back and using it to move forward in a more positive, higher vibrational frequency. Okay, let's die this off with advice from Spirit. But there are new opportunities ahead now. We just had that full moon. So it is now you seeing the paths ahead and the blockages that are holding you back. So now it's getting out of your own way, taking action, making changes to what you have the power to make changes with at the moment. It's making those hard judgment calls and being open and receptive to closing off something that you may have put so much time into, but it initially holds you back from moving forward to your purpose and your place. And it's needing to acknowledge this and see this truth, that your manifestations may be being blocked by past idealizations of self-worth, what we are capable of. It's truth. It's dropping illusions. Getting out of the fake reality, scripted reality, fantasy, sports, celebrities, politics. It's all the illusion. It's pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. It is now seeing our oppressors, what holds us back, and saying, no, this stops here. And it's making that change. I've always said, death waits for no one. You can't run away from death. You can't run away from change. All you could do is control how you respond and react to death and change. It's becoming the survivor instead of the victim. Manifestations, as above, so below. It's matching the energy that is inside you and what you are putting out. What do you want to bring into the physical collective? It's Judgment Day. We've all seen truths being revealed in politics, in celebrities, with the islands, and sex trafficking, sex, drugs, rock and roll. It's the football games, the Roman Colosseum. It's keeping the masses busy so they do not see how they are being controlled and enslaved. It's like old slavery's over, but it's just changed. So now it's the illusion of freedom. But we give our power away and give it to people in this authority. And it is now taking that power back, collective. And us being in control of us. It's becoming that fist, that collective, that community. Being united. Okay. Advice moving forward. And we got an extra. There's that Ace of Swords again. It's truth. It's forging a path. Being our authentic selves. Dropping the illusion. Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Ten of Swords. It's the ending of cycles. It's putting it to rest, disappointment, heartbreaks, sorrow. Going with that truth, that Ace of Swords again. And planting the seed. How are we going to respond and react to what we have seen, collective? We had fires in Canada, California, sex trafficking, pedophile island. It's celebrities and people who play games getting paid millions to keep us busy and occupied and focused on the illusion, so we do not see what our politicians and our governments and state representatives are doing basically in front of us, but we just don't see it because we are so preoccupied with the illusion. So it's putting that to rest. It's done. It's time to plant a new seed. The new world. I'm hearing the global reset. They're pushing forward on an initiative. I'm hearing like the AIs. It's taking away jobs. There's that Ace of Pentacles, planting that seed. It's needing to take action and responsibility for what we allowed to occur, collective. We've been in the bleachers watching the show for too long. It's reruns. It's a repeat. History and cycles repeating itself. It's time, we say we're in a cancel culture. Cancel the repetitive actions and things that we don't agree with, that we just keep letting happen and we just keep watching it. It's the same episode over and over. So it's time for a rewrite, enacting our free will, a rewriting of the script. Okay, so let's close this off with a message from Kali. It's the ferocious grace and supreme protection with the wild divine mother. Let's see what advice Kali has for us for severing these old ties, trying to plant new seeds, fertilization, bringing something and rebirthing something into the physical, and leaving the old ways. It's getting these, not to get too political, but like old ideas, old politicians out of power. It's like, it's time for new ideas. Why are we still giving these 80, 90-year-old white men this power when they have these old views and they are stuck in their ways? It is time to make a change. We keep giving them this power and they do not want to let it go, collective. But like I said, we have strength in numbers. It is taking our power back. That King of Wands, it's not taking no for an answer. It's taking action and saying, no, this has gone on for too long. Advice moving forward for the collective. Okay. Damavati, the Black Madonna, the Mother. It's time for feminine energy, collective. The men have been in control for too long. They took our old religion and path away. Like they took away the goddess, the feminine. Without the goddess and the feminine, there is no world. Women give birth. They are the world. But we've given up this power to the masculine for so long, and they've been trying to drown out the feminine, and it's time to take a stance. Okay. The seventh of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses is Duhamavati. She is the crone goddess, and uniquely in the Hindu context from which she arises, also a widow. Her name means she who is made of smoke. And as the expression goes, where there is smoke, there's fire. Duhamavati is associated with the profound suffering. Just as smoke is the polluting and concealing manifestation of fire, it can be hard to believe there is any divine blessings, hidden or otherwise, when we are in the agonies of intense suffering. In honoring Duhamavati, we acknowledge that suffering is a part of life and can develop compassion. Our capacity for kindness is often in direct proportion to the suffering that we have experienced and processed, as it can grow empathy and wisdom in the soul. Some continue to create pain for themselves and others alleviate suffering in the world through what they have learned. The difference comes through the willingness to face and process pain. Duhamavati can help us find the courage to be real about our suffering, neither becoming lost in it nor avoiding it, but rather to go through it and process it. Duhamavati is often associated with the most powerful aspects of human existence: aging, disease, thirst, poverty, hunger, death, and ugliness on all levels. This may cause some to fear her and try to push her away. Yet when we are suffering greatly, we can know that she is with us. With her black, smoky skin, she becomes the blackened Madonna, the beloved mother who does not watch our suffering from some remote place in blissful attachment, but is suffering along with us. Our cries resonate in her heart. In our emotional anguish, she is our sacred companion, and her presence can help us bear witness with honesty and courage. Healing begins with an acknowledgement of suffering. You cannot resolve an issue if you deny it exists. Bearing honest witness is the only way to change, to begin. When Duhamavati arises in a reading, there is an opportunity to end a profound and difficult struggle, perhaps one that is obscured and difficult to articulate and acknowledge. Such truth-speaking to yourself happens when you can admit, "This is not for me," or "I am not sure what or how, but something needs to stop." Duhamavati is sometimes depicted with two crows attempting to pull a cart they cannot move. At other times, her cart is without means of movement at all. She brings the message that the path you are on cannot take you any further. This does not mean that life is over, but rather that life as you have known it has come to an end. This is the inception of a new cycle. To be ready for it, as we know from Kali's mysteries, we must grieve and release what has been. In the social context from which Duhamavati emerges, widows are at the edges of acceptable social status. In this way, Duhamavati is a goddess for those who have been shunned, criticized, or denounced, those forced out of social status or positions through circumstances that are not necessarily of their own choosing. When external events seems to be forcing you in a certain direction, feelings of vulnerability can arise. But then, so can a sense of being deeply guided by the universe. Duhamavati's presence signifies a time when something you once counted on has failed you in some way. Through that process, opportunities open that could not have been otherwise available to you. Duhamavati is the harbinger of endings and loss, but also of radical trust and secret blessings that are revealed later, and most often, unexpectedly. Something avoided at all costs happens anyway, and we end up being grateful for it because it frees us. New horizons open up. Everything changes. It wasn't easy, and it took courage. It hurt a lot. We had to grow, but she was there with us, letting us know this feels terrible, but something good is going to come from it. The pain will end, my beloved. You are going to be more than just okay. You are going to thrive. So it is letting in that emotion, the feminine. It's getting in touch with our feminine. We are built of both. There is no gender in tarot. It is all energy. We have both masculine and feminine energies in us all. And it is needing an alignment. We have become disassociated and detached from our emotions, our community, our relationships, love, kindness, seeing eye to eye, communication, intuition, being present. So it is now making that change, taking our feminine power back so we could see the truth, and it's not being blinded by illusion and what we are being told by the status quo and people in power. It's now needing a balance of power, masculine and feminine. It's taking some of that feminine power back to stand in our place, to be present, to birth something new. They have taken this power away from us. So it's been almost like we were under a masculine dictator. There's no bedside manner, no emotion, no compassion, no empathy. It's become power of ego, masculinity. Do as I say, not as I do. Pay no attention to what I'm doing. This is what I'm saying has to be done. No more. Take your power back, collective. It is the feminine taking back their power from the masculine, a balance. So this is what I have for you, starseeds. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, send me a comment, let me know what you're thinking. It's getting the ball rolling. Start communicating. Where do we lie on this issue? What are we going to do about it? So, as I say, starseeds, stay bright and stay positive. Love and light, starseeds. Have a good one. Bye.